Alright, so I got asked for a walk around. I will try to keep it brief and tell you a little bit of history about the car, how I came about it, and how I've ruined it. So, this is a 1996 Volkswagen Golf Harlequin. It is number 59. They made 264 total. Volkswagen will lie and said they made 281. They actually don't know how many they truly made. VIN number to VIN number, there was a run of 200 straight. Mine is number 59 of that 200. The 64 were initially made for a car show where they were showcasing the 4 different colors of what they were thinking about bringing to the American market, and lo and behold, people wanted to buy the car as is. So they sold those initial 4 and then took orders from there on out. VIN number to VIN number, like I said, 200, and then there's 60 on the back end with some here and there's, but regardless of that, number 59. So I came about the car. My brother actually bought the car for $700, wound up owing me some money, gave me the car because he didn't want it and didn't want to be seen in it. I took the car because it was free to me, obviously, you know, as any 19-year-old would do. And then I hopped on the Google and was like, why is this car all these different colors? And lo and behold, I came across the history of the Golf Harlequin. This particular one is a high mileage Ohio car. All the nice pictures that I take of it and everything else along those lines, it takes a lot of work to get the car in that condition. The paint at this point in time cannot be messed with too much more, and it's due to be, and you can see there's no gloss in that paint whatsoever. But I got the car at 160 some odd thousand miles, and those were some hard Ohio miles. You know, it is what it is. The car has some rust, it has some paint issues. My little sister decided she was going to crash her bike into the entire side of the car, all the way down the passenger side, before I even got the car running and driving in my name. So she's been due for a whole bunch of downtime. I've been you know, rebuilding the engine, this, that, and the other, so on and so forth, and just letting her take a rest from me beating the crap out of her all the time. The interior is currently stripped out. I do not foresee myself putting an interior back in this car. Like I said, it is a high mileage car. It does not retain very much value, and I'm probably going to be buried in it. A roll cage will be getting welded in. The roll cage will be paint matched to the car. So that is on the to-do list. And as far as everyone already knows, it is a 12-valve VR6 that has been built and swapped in. I built the engine at Sinclair Community College. They have a high-performance engine building program, and it is a great course. You bring in your engine, you do what you want to it, machine it, build it, and so on and so forth. I have blown the engine up once since that, since I originally built it. Thankfully, it wasn't a catastrophic blow-up. Just made too much torque, bent the rods mid-pull. I actually got it on camera. And at the end of the video, you can hear the exhaust note change right at the top of the RPM, right at the top of the RPM limiter, and it just drops off. I let out of it, finished driving home, shut it off, tore it down, and found 3 or 4 of the rods bent. So about the engine, It is a 12 valve VR6. It is bored out to 82.5 millimeter. It has 8.5 to 1 compression Wasner pistons. The rods that were replaced, or I should say the rods that I installed after bending the OE set, are max speeding rods straight out of the China. They are integrated engineering copies, and as far as I can tell, they hold up just great. They already take more than what the stock rods could handle, so it was well worth the $400 or whatever that I spent for the set of rods. The crank is OE. These don't have crank braking issues. 12 valves are pretty stout engines. The camshafts are Tectonic Tuning 268s, so TT 268s. The idle is real lopey, just from the large Snake Eater Performance 1500cc fuel injectors. You can only duty cycle them down so low before it starts just misfiring, so yeah, you have the happy medium to where the car will idle and it's just a little too rich, so it gets real choppy, which I like. The oil doesn't like it too much, but I like it. So just change your oil every 1,000 miles, or every couple hundred hours of running time, just like a Harley. Cool, great, fantastic. It's got a BorgWarner S366 on it. It's a 88 AR hot side. Precision sizing, it is a 6673. That is the limiting factor of the build currently right now. Once I get it up on a dyno and actually start tuning it, that is what I think is going to be the barrier to making more power. That turbo should get me close to 700. The fuel system, I've got 2 Walbro 450s in the fuel tank, submerged, and a 10 AN or half-inch fuel line feeding into the rail, and then dash 8 back, or 3/8 back. The intake manifold is from Miguel Gwinnett up in Canada, MigFab. Fantastic fabricator, that makes a great product, stands by his product, will help you out, and is always looking to improve on what he does. I love that guy, he's a great guy. As far as turbo management, precision, that is the only thing I will ever run for managing the actual turbo. And as far as the engine goes, that's really about it. Stock valves, heavy duty valve springs, and that's about it. As far as engine management goes, I have a VIMS engine control module. Let me just go ahead and rip this out of here. It's not connected in right now. I should say tied down right now. I have a VIMS V3 engine control module, VEMS, with a Lugtronic plug-and-play adapter. No matter how you feel about Kevin Black and a Lugtronic, he does make a good product, and when you can get a hold of him, he's very knowledgeable and more than willing to help you out. So patience is a virtue there. But other than that, the car's on some reps. I live in the Dayton area, potholes galore, so you got a problem with me rocking reps on a car that has 160, 170,000 miles on it now. You're just gonna have to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself why you care so much. I like going fast, but I also like my cars to look good. So paint, more power, drag strip, all that great stuff. Yeah, take it easy.